Welcome to UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And your other host, Justin.
I stumbled through that. I don't know what happened there. So tonight, you went back to a peace tea.
Yes, this one's the Caddyshack one, which is the tea and lemonade variant, also known as the Arnold Palmer, but...
Well, the Arnold Palmer is the one by
Arizona. But they call it Arnold Palmer because it's tea and lemonade.
Yeah, that was his thing.
Yeah.
It's a good concept.
It is a very good concept.
Now, my only issue with the Caddyshack one is it used to have a really cool can, and then they redesigned it to just that. The peace sign holding the lemon.
Well, it's a golf club.
Yeah, it's still cool, but their old can for the Caddyshack one was a lot nicer.
It looked like the movie poster, didn't it?
No.
Let's pull it up.
Yeah, go ahead and pull it up, because I'm having trouble thinking of how to describe it. But, yeah, no, I like the concept of the name, Caddyshack, because it's supposed to be the Arnold Palmer. Maybe you do tea can.
There we go. With a PC. There we go.
That one. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that one looked a little bit
It had
better.
like golfers in the back, and they were holding like a flag that said Caddyshack, and it still had the peace sign with the golf glove on and whatnot. It seemed more intricate. It seemed like they cared more. Now all the peace cans look exactly the same. It's just they change what the hand's holding and the color of the hand in the can.
I don't know. I like peace tea. I like all the flavors.
Oh, they're good. Yeah,
I don't have a negative.
There you
flavor.
go. That's the old set.
Yeah, the one with the actual
peace sign
logo
in the P, and then each can had more of a design to it.
Yeah.
But every company changes their shit. So tonight I'm doing my second of my 3 trials from Cream, the coffee company that sends you coffee monthly. This
not
one
sponsored.
is not sponsored. However,
us.
Yeah, do it. No balls.
No balls, you won't. Less balls than my dog.
This one's the medium roast Colombian Paisa?
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 Paisa
P-A-I-S-A?
Pretty good. I made a
It smelled
extremely large cup.
Yeah.
Well, no, the one I had you smell was a different one.
I know. I smelled this one when you poured it in.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
I like that. And it definitely has a flavor to it other than just coffee. Like, you can tell that it's more than just, we roasted some beans and threw them in there, you know?
They took time and effort to make this.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. The beans had an interesting color to them. It was whole bean. I had to grind it down for the French press. So, let's move into last week's movies.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and The Great Outdoors.
So, the concept was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is Thanksgiving, and then the connection for the other one was that they both have John Candy starring.
And I did mention that I wanted to see more John Candy.
Yes.
Because he is very well put together in any role that he's in.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Canadian Bacon?
No.
That one's going on the list. He plays an American, even though he's Canadian.
Oh, of course.
He plays one of several Americans that are living on the, I think, New York-Canada border, and they decided to invade Canada because they're worried Canada's going to invade us. There's a point where they're driving down the street with a car spray painted with a bunch of curse words and stuff like that, basically saying "fuck you, Canada," and they get pulled over by a cop, who I do believe is Dan Aykroyd, if I remember correctly.
Oh my god!
Who comes up and says, "Do you understand what the laws in Canada are?" And they're like, "No." It's like, everything's supposed to be English and French, and hands them the can of spray paint and makes them get out and translate the curse words and everything to French.
That's great.
Yeah, they think part of their team gets kidnapped because I think they accidentally just leave her behind.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's a hilarious movie.
But Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was the first one we watched.
Yes.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, Steve Martin and John Candy being the main two for this. I don't think there's really anyone else that I caught in this movie as like, oh, hey, it's him. You know, I think it was pretty much the two of them.
Yeah, the vast majority.
It's John Hughes, so, you know, master of the 80s. They give it a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think of that?
You know what? Everyone's entitled to that opinion, and it's high. For its time, 87, this was just before I was born. I would say that's actually pretty good. Like, it has its high humors. Even I don't want to call it a twist ending, but the actual drama portion.
Because it's John Hughes, there's got to be a drama portion.
Yeah, it hit me pretty hard. I was like, oh.
You don't see it coming.
Like, when he goes over it on the subway, or the train,
Mhm.
he's like, wait, and then he turns around and goes back for him, and I'm like, that's a good cut. That was a real good cut.
Yeah.
You don't see it. So that was a good one. Very good movie. 93 I see as fair.
And Ebert gave it a 4 out of 4.
Yeah,
And IMDb's got it at a 7.6 out of 10, and Google users put it at a 93 as well. So pretty much everyone loves this movie. What did you think of Steve Martin's 17 fuckings
oh God,
tirade?
Hold on, I could bring that up right now. No, is it on? Did you unmute it?
I haven't. It's muted. Yeah. Or I'm unmuted. I mean.
Let's skip to where it gets. Let's see where it hits.
It's already going at that point back right there. So,
just I don't know if you guys can catch it.
And I really didn't care to fucking walk down a fucking highway and across a fucking runway to get back here to have you smile in my fucking face. I want a fucking car right fucking now.
And then just her response.
Ah.
Do you have your rental agreement? I threw it away.
Wow.
Oh, what? You're fucked.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, so you were like R when you saw it. And I was like, yeah, Steve Martin goes off.
And I'm like, how could that warrant an R? And then all of a sudden I hear it. I was like,
17 fuckings. And what about the scene where the taxi cab guy picks Steve Martin up by his nuts?
That was a bit much.
I've never seen a man get picked up by his testicles before.
Oh, yeah. They auto pitched his voice.
Yeah. It's very much one of those movies where if it can go wrong, it will go wrong.
No, anything that will go wrong can go wrong, or anything that can go wrong will
go
wrong.
wrong. There you go.
Yeah, that's the property.
Yeah. Hughes says that this is based off of a couple of stories of different people, including himself, and experiences they had trying to travel.
And so he just combined them all?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Also, it was an unusually hot winter that year, and so they were driving back and forth across the U.S. trying to find snow and packing it up and trucking it or filming there or whatever to try to have snow throughout the movie. So, hey, yay, global warming.
Yay. And this was back in 87, so global warming wasn't even a thought.
Now, here, when we started the podcast, we were having snow in Vegas and we were panicking.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a strange world we live in right now.
Very much so.
But we love it, I guess.
Other parts of it. Like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
The second movie was The Great Outdoors. John Candy and Dan Aykroyd.
Good movie. Good movie.
Mm-hmm.
A few scenes felt really rushed, but it felt comfortable. It didn't overstate its welcome. The scenes where Candy was the main portion of it. The weird love interest between his son and
the son, yeah.
I was like, kind of felt shoehorned.
A little bit.
And I was like,
I don't think that part was really needed.
No. As for the younger kid, the one who is a little bit of a smart aleck, the raccoons talking, I'll admit, it was genuine, and I was like, I love raccoons.
Yeah.
That's my thing. But
so this one was produced by John Hughes, not directed by him.
Okay.
It did produce this one, so it was John Hughes and Candy again. And there was kind of something about when you got Hughes and Candy together, you had magic.
Yeah.
Because John Hughes and Candy did Uncle Buck, and then Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and then he was a producer on this. 40% from Rotten Tomatoes.
That feels a little low.
You think that's low?
That's a little low. Like I would say maybe a 6 at the lowest. Like IMDb gives it a 6.7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
That I find to be fair.
Okay.
I'd find that to be
Metacritic puts it at 24.
That's really low.
And Google users have it at 89.
No, they're always high. Well, they're always high with the good classics.
Yeah.
Like I have yet to see them do really, really low.
I'm sure that there's going to be one out there somewhere that they're just like, oh, I did not like this movie.
Yeah.
What did you think of the end with the raccoons? Because I had us watch till past the credits because this did have a post-credit scene. And the raccoon's talking about the fact that was that Janet the bear sitting in the lake? And yeah, you didn't hear? She's got a bald head and a bald ass now.
She's bald on both ends. That was a cute little thing. It was just an overall good movie.
Yeah, goofy, fun.
It did. Sorry, it didn't do anything wrong. Like that's the main portion of why did it get such a low number? It didn't do anything wrong, so why did it get?
Let's see. Users on Metacritic give it a 7 out of 10. So users are doing a lot better.
Yeah.
Granted, there's only 8 user reviews.
Yeah, and then there's 10 meta reviews. The highest giving it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
The Great Outdoors isn't great. The Dopey Outdoors would be more like it. It's wildly uneven yet consistently dumb. Back in 1988.
Yep. That is the Miami Herald. What's the Chicago Tribune have to say?
Even for John Hughes, who writes movies in less time than most people write postcards, The Great Outdoors seems unusually slapdash.
Yeah, that actually makes me think. I do believe.
I mean, that's a 5 out of 10, and I actually can say that it did feel a little rushed, but not fully rushed. When was this written? It was written in 88.
That just made me think of something. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Hughes actually wrote a movie in like a fucking like insane amount of time, and I'm trying to find.
Would it be bland of me to say that I saw scenes from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles in The Great Outdoors? Like it felt, I don't want to say recycled, but felt reused. At least in a smaller scale.
Slapstick comedy with John Candy elements play a big part.
Yeah.
So I can see it. They very much are their own stories. Here we go. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's what it was.
Oh. Mueller.
Hughes. Apparently, Hughes wrote in a 20-hour binges and would typically finish the screenplay in about 4 days.
Huh.
So yeah, Ferris Bueller's Day Off and The Breakfast Club both are on the top, like 5 fastest written screenplays.
Huh.
A lot of Hughes' stuff came from personal experiences, though. And he worked over at National Lampoon, I do believe, the magazine. I want to say it was Christmas Vacation was actually based on something like he went through in his life. He published it, I think, for National Lampoons, then turned around and wrote the movie.
Interesting.
And it was like based off of family Christmas that they did.
He's just one that writes off of actual.
Yeah, well, he's been dead for a while now.
Yes.
But yeah, he used real life as his inspiration.
Okay.
So tonight's movies, you're a little iffy on one of them, and I understand. We had a request. We're going to watch Shane Dawson's movie Not Cool because it's a Thanksgiving movie.
Okay.
A group of teenagers from Pittsburgh spend their Thanksgiving break experiment in love, friendship, partying, and sex. It's how it's described. 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb, 14% on Rotten Tomatoes, 84% from the Google users. It made back its money and then some. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
No,
I got the numbers reversed. It did not make back its money. It flopped. I got the numbers reversed.
I mean, it's a YouTube movie. So...
Yeah. He didn't make it for YouTube.
But it's a YouTube movie.
It's a YouTube star making a movie, yeah. I mean, he did, what was it, Smiley or whatever it was? What was the horror movie?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't know
what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, I do. The one
that one was nothing but like YouTubers. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, it's a little.
I think horror would be a better genre than comedy because comedy, I feel like this is going to try to pander to his YouTube audience, and I'm gonna be quite frank, I'm not a part of his YouTube audience.
Yeah. Yes and no. There's definitely I think nods, but I mean it's got its jokes that have made me laugh.
Okay.
It's definitely nowhere near top 10 for me.
And you did say that it's still something I should watch.
No, what I'm not even, okay. I don't feel like everyone should watch this movie or anything, but I feel like it's kind of one of those things of let's see what someone did when they were given a budget and the ability to make a movie.
Okay.
Well, somewhat of a budget. He was only given $800,000, but we live in a weird thing where. So here's something for you. Okay. We're going to talk today about Sonic.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it now.
Okay.
We've seen the rework of Sonic.
Yes.
We see how it looks. It looks better. We like it.
Looks
right?
great.
Even the trailer feels different. The jokes seem to hit differently. Everything's different.
It feels crisp.
Yeah.
Okay.
So originally it came out that it was like $35 million for them to redo it. Insane fucking amount of money. That's a whole other fucking movie. Yada yada yada.
Okay.
Studio came out and said that's not true. It's more around $5 million.
Even so, that's still a lot of fucking money.
Well, Mallrats, when Kevin Smith made it, he came to them with a smaller number, and they're like, movies don't get made for like less than $6 million. So you're talking Sonic, and Universal's eyes is the money they put in to fix it is almost a cheap movie.
Yeah. Okay.
So in a world where studios look at it as if you don't have millions to make a movie, you're not making a movie. He made a movie with $800,000.
Okay.
So it's an interesting thing to see what each person does with, putting together a script, getting some people together, and filming.
Okay.
I'm not big into the indie genre nowadays because I feel like every indie movie has to have a point, if that makes sense.
It has to be artistic.
Yeah, they all have to be artistic.
Yeah, I get you.
This doesn't try to be that.
No.
It definitely has its feels. It's got its sad moments and stuff like that. Like, he's got a story to tell. But he's not like, I'm going to take this to Sundance. It wasn't one of those things. He just wanted to make a movie. He made a movie.
Okay.
I am iffy
I'm gonna go
on
in-
Shane.
I'm going to go in with an open mind.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm iffy on Shane. I don't hate him, but
I-
I am definitely not one of the people he goes for when it comes to his YouTube.
Yeah, okay.
I watch his YouTube videos and I'm like, he's got some funny things, definitely. But there's just a lot of shit he does where I'm like,
Ugh.
But there's worse people out there on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Far fucking worse people out there on YouTube. I won't name anyone, but
No.
there are definitely worse people on
Yes.
YouTube than Shane Dawson.
I can concur.
I mean, we're on YouTube.
I wouldn't say we're worse than some of the things on YouTube right now. There's bubble wrap popping ASMR that is getting more views than anything.
Speaking of ASMR,
It's so fucking weird.
we had a thing of tea in here for the episode that I edit another podcast for anyone that doesn't know. So they're in here recording and we have a thing of tea and one of them pours it and it was like picture perfect pour, picture perfect sound. And we just kind of look over at them and it's like, yeah, that's a fucking ASMR shit or AMSR, whatever it's fucking called. ASMR. That's some real fucking ASMR shit right there. It was perfect. I'm like, I'm going to cut that out because there's no way the mic didn't pick it up. It was such a perfect tea pouring noise. Yeah, it was kind of intense. I'm probably going to find it and send it to you when I go to finish the editing.
All right.
I'm about halfway through the edit on that. So the second movie, and I don't know which order we'll watch these. We'll probably watch Not Cool first.
Yeah, get the Band-Aid off.
The second movie is Home for the Holidays.
Which is an early ass fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, 95, young Robert Downey Jr. It's about, a family getting together for the holidays. It's a Thanksgiving movie. Jodie Foster's first time directing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Came out in November 3rd, 1995. It made $17.5 million at the box office. I'm not sure what the budget is. It's not giving it to me on here. Ebert gave it a 3.5 out of 4, so that's pretty fucking good. Ebert doesn't like things, so. Rotten Tomatoes says it's a 63. IMDb has a 6.6 out of 10, and Google users put it at 85%. Okay, so the estimated budget for it was $20 million. And what did I say they made? 17.5. So they came in just under budget. So it technically a flop. I'm sure it made up for it in home sales.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie's well known enough that it's got a Blu-ray release and whatnot. So granted, there are some shitty movies out there with Blu-ray releases. Not the point. This is more of the serious take on a family getting together for Thanksgiving and hating each other and
dysfunctional family.
Yeah, dysfunctional family.
I mean, across the boards, it's getting like late 5s, early 6s out of 10, which.
But it definitely has its funny moments.
Yeah, I mean, it's got Robert Downey Jr. Even early Robert Downey seems like
early Robert Downey has some good stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna once again going with it, the open mind. I'm curious to denote like these jokes better hit hard because you're wanting me to feel for them. I want something because a 6. I don't want to keep watching all these 6 out of 10 movies, man.
But there's been a few that we've watched that are 6 out of 10 that you're like, that doesn't deserve to be a 6 out of 10.
You're right.
So
You're right.
And I think the problem right now is we went through horror movies. Horror movies always get bad reviews.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why.
And now we're into Thanksgiving movies, and it's like, if I asked you, what's a Thanksgiving movie? You go,
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
It's a Brother Bear.
Is it?
No.
Balto. So we watched Plane Trains Almost, which is not a 6 out of 10 movie. It was high up, 93 on fucking Rotten.
Fucking A.
Next week is Thanksgiving. We'll probably bring to you guys like a small. You might record something.
I'm gonna probably grab
slap something there. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
we'll figure out something small for you guys because we are doing Turkey Day. I don't know what we'll watch on Thanksgiving. There will be a child present, so we gotta keep it. We can't watch Thanksgiving. Oh, Thanksgiving horror movie with a giant like murderous turkey monster.
Why can't we watch that?
I gotta pull up the image. Here, Thanksgiving. And they've made sequels.
Oh, that looks weird.
Oh, it's super.
Looks like a Jim Henson
it's
thing.
super cheap.
Oh yeah, $100,000 budget.
Yeah. Click on images. See if you can just get some photos of it. It's bad.
Oh,
Look at this thing.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, it's odd. It was one of those ones that they made to make a shitty, weird, fucked up horror movie. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The turkey looking at the guy dressed as the turkey. They're both having a cup of coffee. Like, did you ever see Jack Frost, the horror movie? Not the Michael Keaton movie.
No, I know.
Okay.
I think I have.
Yeah, this is kind of in the same vein as that.
Okay.
It's not good.
It doesn't look like it's good.
So yeah, we don't know what we'll bring to you, for you guys when it comes to us watching movies on Thanksgiving, but December we'll definitely do some Christmas movies. We won't do things like Elf or Santa Claus. We've all seen those.
Yeah.
Lauren does want to rewatch The Ref. We had you
okay.
watch that one,
Yeah.
so that'll
With Dennis Leary, yeah. Okay.
that'll be on the list. But we'll probably go with some of the more obscure or underrated Christmas things.
Okay.
And then we've got plans for movies in the future, so we've got a nice list working together.
Yay!
Let's go ahead and move into news. Do you want to move into video game news, movie news, shoe news?
Let's get the shoe news.
So, I saw on Facebook yesterday
Yep.
that Sour Patch and Under Armour have come out with shoes.
I mean, they don't look for the aesthetic they're going for. They don't look bad.
No, they're like the fluorescent green, fluorescent pink, reddish color.
And on the inside, you got the multicolor of the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Now, you had tagged me in it and said, oh, hey, guess what? And then I was like, oh, yay, shoe news. You know, I was actually being authentic because I was like, these don't look bad.
No. And I mean, a lot of sports players of different sports wear very bright colored shoes.
Yeah.
So this makes sense for Under Armour.
Yeah. And I mean, you literally have on the tongues of the shoes, the light green one says sweet and the dark pink one or the pinkish one says sour.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's full aesthetic. The full aesthetic of Sour Patch.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what this means? And you're like, shoe news.
And then literally we get a reply from Sour Patch that says, yeah, why don't you try on these sweet kicks?
Yeah, and I was like, aw, Sour Patch, you're trying.
They
That's
noticed,
interesting.
They noticed us.
These are set to come out.
Yeah.
They're for the 2019-2020 NBA season. There we go. Under Armour will be releasing an official Sour Patch Kids Curry 7 is what they're called.
November 29th.
November 29th. Yeah, so the UA Curry 7 Sour Patch Kids. They're $140.
That's a bit pricey.
Yeah, few people will pay it though.
Yeah, they will.
And you know there's gonna be someone out there that goes out and buys them both for the $280 total and wears one and the other, like mix matches them.
They need to have all three styles then. That's what I think. Like
all
one
four,
of
you mean?
one of both green, one of both pink, one of each.
Well, it's green, yellow, orange, and red are the Sour Patch colors.
Well,
and blue.
Yeah, but the only colors that these come in are just the two.
Yeah, the reddish pink and the green. So these are they've got photos. If you go to a sneaker, what does that say?
Sneaker Bar Detroit.
Okay. If you go there, they've got photos of the shoes that aren't the press release photos. They got the press release photos and they got the actual photos.
Yeah,
I have to say the colors look a little bit better in the non-press ones.
yeah.
You know that
They
they're not being forced with lights and everything. They look
with like the black light to force their
Yeah.
color.
they look pretty decent.
I like them. But and them being Under Armours, they are actual like textured sneakers.
Yeah.
They are nice.
I wore a pair of Under Armours for the better part of like 3-4 years. They were great.
Yeah. So thank you, Stephen Curry.
When we find these weird shoes, and let's be honest, it's a weird concept.
It is a weird concept.
My first thought is always, yay, shoe news.
Yeah, sure.
I get very excited. But then I have to stop and go, would I fucking wear that?
I think we've maybe ran into like 2 or 3.
I would only wear
out of-
these if I was working out or doing some kind of sports. I could
Yeah.
not do these as an everyday shoe.
No. I concur with that. I gotta be running somewhere.
Running, playing basketball, something.
Running from zombies.
Yeah, there we go. Put on a pair of Sour Patch Kids when I'm running from zombies.
Yeah.
You know, and then when I meet other survivors, I point to the sweet one. I'm like, if you stay on my good side,
You don't get it.
and then I point to the sour and go, if you're on my bad side. That's terrible.
That is terrible, but I love it.
All right, let's move on.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk about.
Do you want to do? What do you want to do? D&D.
I want to talk about D&D.
D&D.
So, Eberron, Rising from the Last War, the campaign book just came out.
Yep.
I fucking love it. I have maybe read 3 chapters in, not including the class specialties. Holy shit! The people behind Eberron, Rising of the Last War. I've been waiting for this book for better part of 2.5 years. I was telling you. Sorry, I was telling you since our little campaign that I was hyped for Eberron shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as they announced this book, I was on it.
So, did you get digital or physical copy?
You bet your ass I got a physical.
How does it feel?
Oh, so nice. It's so clean.
Binding nice?
Binding a little
I'm always
bit of
worried
the...
about the binding on D&D
Oh,
books.
no, it's perfect. It's just a little scuff on the top corner. I'm not hating on it. I say it adds a little character.
Yeah.
The very back of it though has this like cloth-like substance. It feels so nice. Only
Kind of like the
carbon fiber-esque.
I was gonna say the Fallout 4 manual. I
Yeah,
have.
yeah, kind
Like
of
that.
similar.
Okay.
Sorry, still sick. Very similar to
One
that.
of us is eventually gonna die. We're just not sure which.
Yeah, well,
We'll get there.
I'd like to see you try, chump.
I didn't say I was killing you. I said one of us is gonna die.
You're right. But it's a great book so far. It is a place of magic and technology being a little bit more apparent. And of course, artificers are now a part of the D&D Beyond set, and artificers are now being seen more. And Warforged, I love the Warforged. They have the strangest sad story of the entire D&D world. Because they were I'll give a little bit of a history lesson. They were made for a war that technically shouldn't have even happened.
Mm-hmm.
And when that war was technically over, okay, you guys are free to go do everyday things. Okay, the Warforged goes, what's our name? What? Literally, some of the Warforged pick up the first thing they see, that is their name. You have Warforged that are literally named Cup, Can, Shovel, Sword.
What is my purpose? You get butter. Oh,
Oh.
my god!
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there
Just the Warforged, like
Name
war's
butter.
over. What do you do? What do we do now? I don't know. You were built to destroy shit, and now there's nothing to destroy. Move on.
Yeah, you literally have ones that have bladed arms that replace those blades with hoes, and they become farmers. Like, they don't have much, but the fact that their names are simple names, like they don't get intricate names.
Dildo.
Poor guy. Oh,
You know there's people out there that have done it. First of all, for some reason, D&D players are some of the horniest fucks I've ever met.
Yes.
They want to fuck everything. Being a DM with your friends can be a lot of fun until all your friends are trying to fucking verbally fuck you. Then it gets awkward.
Then it gets pretty awkward.
Yeah. I had to just stop really giving personalities to my characters because it was like, oh, I kind of like you. Pearl's hair with finger. I've known you for like 12 years. We're best buds. I don't want to flirt with you. It's weird.
Yeah, that's where it's the negative points.
But yeah, so you know for a fact someone out there was like, I'm going to name this Warforged dildo.
Probably.
That happened.
But even still, the book is very nice.
Yeah.
I said I'm only 2 chapters in without talking about the classes. The classes are all very unique. Well, not class. I'm sorry, races, because it's things you already know, but added with a mark of something, like mark of scribing, which allows people to write down their thoughts, and their thoughts will become enchantments or projections. And mark of healing, which helps boost healing and otherwise. There's a lot of really intricate things in this book, and I hope to just finish it. It's probably the biggest book I have on D&D. It is thick.
Good. I mean,
thick.
For the price tag, it should be. So
Well,
regular price.
That's a sale price.
Regular price is $49.95.
I got it for $30.
You got it for $30. Currently, it's on sale through Barnes and Noble for $37.46, 25% off. I mean, maybe look around. You might be able to find it.
I'm sure Amazon's got it for $30 still.
I mean, they show it in the marketplace for Barnes and Noble under used for $32. So.
Yeah, but not Eberib.
You're checking Amazon. Okay.
30.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Amazon's currently got it for $29.20. So, and it's Prime, so you can get it as soon as tomorrow, November 22nd, if you order right now. Problem is, you won't hear this for like another 2 hours. So.
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And then the alternate cover. I think the alternate cover looks great. The only downside is that does not go on sale.
Yeah, the alternate cover also increases the price by $10.
It has like it's half foil too, so it looks shiny.
Okay, so the half foil thing's nice and all, but it's so easy to damage.
Oh yeah.
Like, you just put it on the bookshelf weird against the other book, and it's gonna rip.
It's gonna either rip or scuff, and but I would not put this with other books. I would
Just get one of those like little stands that you're able to set the book on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, especially this one. If you guys haven't had a chance to look at it, the original cover's nice. You know, shows a Warforged and I believe a Mark of Finding halfling, you know, doing their thing with the, you know, boomerang and all that stuff. It's great. But the alternative cover, it showcases Sharm, the city of towers, and a flying airship, and it looks so good and pristine, and I'm sorry, I'm done with D&D stuff.
Now, when this came out, did you have it pre-ordered, or did you buy it? Okay.
I pre-ordered the fuck out of it. Gotcha. As soon as I heard that it was up for pre-order, I was there.
Gotcha. I do that with certain books too, so I fully understand that. Let's go with movies. We'll talk about some movies. So we watched a few trailers today.
Yes, we did.
You want to start with this one?
Yeah, let's start with this one.
Okay. Grand Isle. It's set for December 6th, 2019 release. I mean, this is your boy.
It literally talks about it only cycles around 4 people. And I like it. It's got Kelsey Grammer. It's got Nicolas Cage. It's got Zule Henao, Katie Strickland, and Luke Benward.
There's a few other people in there for smaller roles.
But those seem to be the top 5.
Yeah.
And it's literally a person who is basically coming in to help out, and Nicolas Cage's character is a bit tilted and says, I'll give you $20,000 to kill my wife. That's the first scene of the trailer. And the rest of the trailer kind of unevolves the characters, because it showed who the characters were in that scene, and then it just devolves and just begins making things a lot more difficult to understand.
Now, the description for it on IMDb doesn't quite match what the feeling the trailer gave me. But the description on IMDb is a young father is charged for murder and must prove his innocence through recalling a very twisted and dark night of events. I didn't understand that he was on trial for anything. Or anything
I mean,
like
there
in
was
the
that
trailer.
one scene of Kelsey going, "You're wanted for murder," and then all of a sudden you see the kid coming out of the shadow with a busted up nose going, "I did not kill anybody."
So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very interesting.
Yeah. I just like Nick Cage.
Yeah, Nicholas looks insane, but not in like a Nicholas way.
Not in a face
actually,
off sort of way.
you know, he's actually kind of scary. Like you wouldn't want to be in the house with this guy.
Yeah. And he's got a lot of guns and all that nonsense. I'm excited to watch it. What bums me out,
It's already got a 6.9 out of 10 with 31 reviews on IMDb, which is interesting considering it doesn't come out until December.
like 10 rated it at 10 on 10.
No, 18.
Or 18 voted it 10 on 10. And 9 voted it 1 out of 10.
So yeah.
So
and then there was some speckled in the middle there.
Which I
But
don't
there's
get.
no actual reviews or anything, so I'm wondering if how
Their
people.
preview?
I bet you anything, it's probably like what happened with like Captain Marvel, where people just started giving it shit reviews, even though they couldn't see it. There's one review on here that's actually typed out, and it's based on the trailer.
Don't do that.
Yeah, one review, 1 out of 10. This person says, based on the trailer, accents are poor, sloppy, Gone with the Wind accents that don't sound anything like the South Louisiana, more like South Georgia. Okay, first of all, Gone with the Wind is considered one of the greatest movies of all time, so you'll ever watch yourself when you decide you're gonna fucking pull shit like that. They go on to say they ride out a hurricane in a basement? ? No one has basements. And certainly no one in Grand Isle. I didn't get anything about a hurricane from the trailer.
It's a storm that keeps him in.
Okay. Basements would flood in a storm. That's why houses are raised above ground. The director didn't do any research homework.
Okay, cool.
Do any research homework.
So what you're telling me is you're not doing any research homework by watching the movie before giving a based opinion.
Yeah. This is why I feel reviews should be locked until the movie comes out.
I mean, unless there are people who do this sort of thing where they'll watch the trailer and give their opinion on the trailer and just base it there, not do this.
Do a fucking reaction video on YouTube.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure, fuck it. One of these days,
There's reaction videos for everything. That should be a reaction video on YouTube, not a fucking review on IMDb.
one of these days I should probably do that. Fucking do a reaction video to a lot of fucking trailers, because I love watching trailers. It's great. It's fantastic. Teaches us a lot of things. What was the second one we watched? What was that one that made me jump? Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, before we talk about that, I was actually gonna mention we watched the other Nicolas Cage trailer. For Color from Space.
Yeah, that was a
Or
good one.
Color Out of Space.
Color Out of Space.
It's an H.P. Lovecraft story.
Yes.
It's looking pretty good. It looks like they modernized it a little bit because there is a TV and stuff like that, or flat screen TV, I should say. It looks good. A little bit of the CGI is a little wonky.
It's a little wonky, but then again, I guess it's fine because it's supposed to kind of reminisce about the 70s.
Well, no, older than that. No, it's way older than that.
I know, but
My whole thought is they're trying to create something that
son of a bitch.
the concept of Color Out of Space is a color that we've never seen before. It's not on the Regibub. You know, it's nothing. It's something completely new. You literally cannot create a new color, so they're doing what they can.
Yeah.
It looks interesting.
It does. And everyone who knows me knows that I enjoy the occult idea of space being problematic.
Yeah.
And so when the space becomes problematic, that's when I'm like, okay, why is it being problematic? Why is it destroying society? Does it have a purpose? Is it wanting to just do it? Is it wanting to have the basic understanding of who we are? Are we supposed to understand it? It's just so mesmerizing to have just a bunch of thoughts as far as what can come from space and what do they want.
Yeah. You said you haven't read it. It's not very long. It's one of his short stories. I would definitely check it out. This looks like it's gonna change things a little bit, but it's one of those things. How do you make a short story into a feature length film?
You gotta
add.
fill it.
Yeah, they did it with Where the Wild Things Are. You know.
Yeah.
Tommy Chong's in it, which I thought was interesting.
That was pretty interesting.
And the last thing about Nicolas Cage while we're talking, let's see if I don't know if it has a title yet. Can you just view what he's working on?
Oh, for his IMDb?
Yeah, just go through his IMDb.
Oh, actually, can I just
you can just back it up and then click on Nick.
Because he's working on a lot.
He's working on a lot, and there was a new film that was announced. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it's listed there yet. I don't think it has a name yet. I mean, try that top one, 1000. I don't think that's it. No.
Detective Damon Reyes is infamous for crossing the line when he has to.
No, okay, so Cage is working on a new movie where he's going to be playing himself, I think going back in time and dealing with himself in the 90s. The himself in the 90s is obsessed with trying to be in a Quentin Tarantino film. So...
That's goddamn.
It's interesting. That's all I can really say.
I mean, okay.
I might watch it. I don't know.
It seems like a good film. Goddamn, he has done so much.
Oh, yeah, he's done a lot. Scroll up to the top.
Like, I don't know if you knew this.
Oh yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah,
he voices Superman. Teen Titans Go to the movies. It sucks that it was in that because he was actually originally supposed to be Superman back in the 90s.
I recall.
So he's credited for 103 things as an actor.
That's a lot. What about producer? How many things has he produced? 15 things? Oh, that's right. He did, you mentioned he did the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I liked it. It's currently not available on Disney Plus because of a existing contract with another company. It's on like Stars or something like that.
Stars.
Sorry.
Stores.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
As Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is to play himself in a film called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Has been announced. Yada yada yada. He'll play fictionalized versions of himself in what is described as a meta story in which he is paid $1 million to attend a wealthy superfan's birthday party.
Okay.
And I've heard stuff about the whole Tarantino thing and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It sounds weird. And once I have a trailer, that will probably be what makes me decide whether or not I'll see it.
Okay. But you showed me Ford versus Ferrari, and it's already out and about, but I never saw it up until today.
Yeah, I showed him the trailer today. So. It's getting very good reviews.
It's getting very good reviews. Both Damon and
Christian
Bale look amazing. They look great.
Yeah.
John Berthenol kind of snuck up there. I wasn't expecting him, but I was like, yo, I'm always down to see him. He's a good man.
Mm-hmm. So it's about when Ford got insulted by Ferrari and decided, you know what? We're going to build a car that will beat Ferrari at a race.
And that's when the Shelby was invented.
That's where he brings in Shelby, and Shelby creates him the car. So, yeah, Damon's playing Shelby. And Bale, I do believe, is playing Ken Miles.
The racer.
Yeah. It looks very well done. The cars look amazing. They look like the original cars. And they may be the original cars.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's getting good reviews on IMDb, on Rotten Tomatoes, on Common Sense Media, on Google users. Everything is at least an 8.3 or higher.
Yeah, 92 on Rotten. So it's certified fresh, I'm sure. Can you scroll down? But I want to see who the director is. James Mangold. I don't know who that is.
So what he directed?
There's so many directors, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You kind of lose track. Oh, Walk the Line.
And Logan.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, he's done some big shit. Actually, I love Walk the Line. Walk the Line's an amazing movie. So, he hasn't done too much as a producer, it looks like. Only 11 things. So it seems like he likes to direct more. Oh, he did The Wolverine also. Night and Day, that one was good. 310 to You was good. Identity. Yeah, he's definitely Girl Interrupted. He's got some good fucking movies under his belt as a director.
Cool.
310 Unima's got Bale, so they've worked together before.
Okay.
Actually, that's on our list for you to watch eventually. 310 Yuma. It's a Western. It's a remake, technically.
It's Take a Criminal to Yuma.
They take the criminal to the 310 train to Yuma.
And it's everybody's trying to either break him out or kill him.
His gang's trying to get him free.
Okay. Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russell Crowe plays the criminal. Bale plays a farmer hired by the U.S. Marshals to help get him there because he knows the way and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah. Scroll down so we can see the cast. Yeah, and Ben Foster in it. He does amazing. He plays like the right. Russell Crowe's like right hand man.
Oh, okay.
It's a good one. I enjoy it.
You know what? I'm now looking forward to this one, so that'll probably be in the near future.
Alan Tudyk's in it. He doesn't have a huge role. He just plays a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
But
sorry, everybody.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. What else? I know we got more movie news, don't we? Oh yeah. Oh, kind of. We got the Avatar stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There's for all the Avatar: Last Airbender fans, 2 newses actually. So we got this one and one other.
Okay.
They just released a steel box, the complete series collection. You can get it for $30 right now at Walmart. I'm sure it sells other places as well, but Walmart's got it on sale. So, steel box for $30 in the complete shell. That's pretty freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
But what this sparked, Netflix is going to attempt to do a live action Avatar TV show. Yep.
Stop it.
Hey, as long as they don't hire Shyamalan.
You're right, but stop it.
'Cause
I say stop it because leave it alone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's
Yeah.
my standby. Why are we needing a remake of a show? Why not start up a new one
Why
like
do
they
we
did
need-
with Legend of Korra? Bring in the next set because
why do we
technology.
need all of these live action remakes of everything? You know?
There are some that are okay.
Well, I'm just saying, like that's the thing right now. I mean, Netflix and Nickelodeon are working together to do this live action Avatar because that's the thing. Everyone's paying to see something that's already been made once. That's the craziest part to me. So with Lion King, it's just Lion King in HD. Like you went and bought another movie ticket and bought another copy of that fucking movie. Essentially, because it's the same fucking thing. Yeah, you change the voice actors, but it's still fucking Lion King.
Simba.
So, I'm happy about the steel box. That's good. I don't know how to feel about the live action series on Netflix.
Simba.
So.
Also, just a little bit of fun fact: both Avatar and Legend of Korra goes for 2,672 minutes.
Wow,
Man,
that's a lot of minutes.
That's a lot of minutes. How much is that in hours? That is 44 hours. That is a work week.
Yeah, that's a work week. Fuck. Could you imagine taking a work week just to watch Avatar?
I do that just to watch the director's cut of the Lord of the Rings trilogy with The Hobbit. I did that one vacation. I just sat down and watched all, 5 out of the 6 movies because the 6th one wasn't out yet.
The last movie marathon I did
Jesus Christ.
was probably Marvel.
No. Oh, that's right.
Over a span of a couple days, I watched all of Phase 3 that was out before
To catch up.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, and then we both went to see Captain Marvel
Yeah.
and Endgame.
And then I had watched probably about half a season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in there as well. I'm trying to think though. Like my big movie marathons, I've watched the 3 Back to the Futures back to back. I've watched the 3 Blades back to back, stuff like that. There's reports that Moon Knight will show up in the new Blade movie. I don't know how true that is, but I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Shit. Any more of them bringing in things is gonna be great.
Yeah. They added 4 mystery dates over the next, maybe 5 mystery dates, something like that, over the next couple of years. They're not saying what it is, just more Marvel projects.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Some of the other trailers we watched, Hunters.
Hunters.
I think is what it was called.
I'm kind of excited for that one.
Produced by Peel, starring
Al
Al
Pacino.
Pacino. It's Amazon's new TV show about a group of people that hunt down Nazis and kill them.
In the 1950s? ish.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's supposed to be after World War II's ended, and there's a lot of Nazis that escaped and started new lives in America.
Yeah.
And so I think the concept
And-
is people hunting them down.
Pacino playing a true Jewish man.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to be a Jewish man, yeah.
Yeah, well, the very it was like unclear, and then he goes chutzpah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that's where I was like,
starts
"Oh,
speaking-
you!"
And he dropped a Hebrew word in there.
Yeah,
It looks well done. And, I mean, killing Nazis.
yeah. I'm always down for killing Nazis.
After the trailer ended, I looked at you and I quoted Inglourious Bastards. Each one of you owes me 100 Nazi scalps. You know,
That's good shit.
fuck Nazis.
Fuck Nazis. What good have they done?
Fuck Nazis.
Yeah, they have not done any good.
A few other things. Crisis on Infinite Earth is releasing more photos. The new big final crossover for Arrow.
Okay.
And we finally saw Kevin Conroy for Batman.
Does he look good?
Well, he's not in a bat suit because
does he look
he's
good?
playing Bruce Wayne. He looks good.
Okay.
Kevin's looking good.
Okay.
And you can see a little bit of something on his shoulders, like they're referencing what universe he might be from. I don't remember the name of it because there's this universe where Batman wears like this thing. Because he's not from the
OG.
same Earth as Arrow.
Yeah.
He's not from the same Earth as Supergirl. He's from another Earth. He's not from the Smallville Earth. He's from another Earth. Because
Another
Smallville is
one.
wrapped in all of that as well.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get Stargirl coming to the CW. Episodes will air on the network the day after the premiere of the DC Universe, and the new hero is rumored to appear in Crisis. So more DC characters.
Good stuff, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not my cup, but good stuff.
Let me see. Oh, there's rumors that Joker 2 is happening. That the director's coming back and Joaquin's coming back after the director talked all that big game about how they won't be a sequel. Well, now the director's come out and went, yeah, this is all just rumors. We're not doing a sequel. So everyone out there that's like, oh, Joker 2 is happening. Joker 2 is not happening.
Why? Why would it?
I don't know. He says that he thinks it was probably just some assistant trying to gain some street cred with a writer. So,
Okay.
yeah, he was quick to be like, no, that ain't fucking happening. And how much do you remember of Dracula?
Bram Stoker's?
Yeah.
A few things. Why?
Okay, you remember Renfield? His
the
like assistant, basically.
yeah.
Okay, so the director of Rocket Man is going to make a Renfield movie.
Okay.
Yeah, he's making it for Universal. And it's supposed to be Allusion to the Vampire's Maniac Servant. I'm not too sure about that.
I don't know about that either. I'm hoping it's good. I'm not gonna go kicking up rocks because of it, but
FX is doing a movie with Stephen Knight. They're doing a darker retelling of Charles Dickens's A Christmas Carol.
okay.
It'll come to FX December 19th, 22nd, 24th, and 25th. They're only showing it those days.
Okay. Thanks.
I've actually got more movie and TV show news than I realized.
Oh.
That's actually the majority of my list. So if you want to pop in here or something of yours, I don't want
You
to
wanna
drone. I don't want to drone on the whole time.
That's fine.
Go ahead. What do you want to hit?
So, Google Stadia.
Bum, bum, bum.
I wanted this to work. I really did.
I knew it wasn't going to work.
You did, and you called it, but there was a bit of me that was.
It's a lovely concept.
It's a great concept.
It's never going to happen in our lifetime.
No. Well,
Not
Don't-
this easily.
Don't say that.
I know
Because
that
there's a system like this.
I know that Xbox has their digital only system, and I know their goal is eventually full streaming Game Pass type of thing.
Yeah.
I get that.
And then you also have what is it called? Shadow.
Yeah,
It is similar to this concept, and it runs so much better.
but the thing is how much does Shadow cost?
$20 a month.
For the gear, do you need
Oh
gear?
no, you don't.
How do you play it?
It streams.
There's no controller.
No,
How do you play it? Like,
you plug in your own?
so any controller.
Yeah.
What does it run on?
Just it goes through its own software.
Do you play it on your PC? Do you play it like where do you play?
Smartphone, TV, computer, anything that can launch it.
Okay. So the concept is okay. Where do you get the games?
They just stream them to them.
Do you buy the games?
That's the thing. I don't know 100% on this, but
Okay.
just as long as you have, it basically gives you a high-end computer to play on.
Okay.
But it streams. That's the thing.
But you still need something to play it on.
Yeah.
Thing is, sure, you can play it on your phone because everybody has a phone. You have phones, don't you?
Yeah.
You can play it on your phone, sure, but your phone's not going to be able to run everything. So if you want to play the good games, you're going to need a good PC. Even if it is streaming, it's still got to be able to run it.
Yeah.
So
Just as discreet and stylish with a Bluetooth.
my point is, okay, yeah. See, it does have a machine you buy.
No, this is optional.
Oh, okay. So my point is $20 a month, play all these games. Still need a $500 computer.
No.
Yes.
Well,
to play most of the games, I'm sure. I'm sure there's games that can run on your phone, but I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna be able to play Tomb Raider for shit on my phone.
okay.
I can pay for this thing. It ain't gonna run well on my phone. And that's kind of my point with like this with the Xbox thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's just $10 a month, and you get to stream all these games. You still need a $300 console.
Okay.
My point with Stadia was the concept can work in the sense of, sure, you can stream stuff. First of all, if you have good enough internet.
Yeah.
Internet goes to shit, you're fucked.
You're pretty much dead.
You can't play your game. And no shadow requires consistent internet connection to function.
Yeah.
So so there's that. There's paying for the bandwidth because we don't actually have unlimited internet. But then you run into the fact that Stadia's whole concept was all you need is the Stadia, or not. All you need is Stadia membership, and then just the Google Ultra Chrome thing.
Mm-hmm.
So for $60, you can play all these games because the Google Ultra Chrome thing's cheap. And then you go and you try to do it, and it doesn't work worth shit because guess what? That thing that's only $60 can't run games.
Okay.
Because it's only $60.
Yeah,
That's
right.
my whole thing. Like, this concept's not gonna happen because we're never gonna have the gear cheap enough. So
I'm just trying to figure it all out because Shadow's been around for a little while, and like all you need is just like they just plug up what they want on their computers, and that's it. They don't.
So Windows 10 is what they're saying. 1 gigabyte per second download. Storage of 256 gigabytes. Memory 12 gigabytes of RAM. And high-end dedicated NVIDIA graphics.
GTX 1080s.
How much are GTX 1080s?
Alone?
Yeah. So let's say I have a crappy computer and I want to just slap the GTX 1080 in there.
500 minimum.
So $500 so I can play these games.
Yes and no. It depends on your processor. Because you also need a
Then
processor.
you need a processor. So that's kind of my point. Like,
I
sure,
get it.
it's all these games for $20. These services are great if you have the gear to run the games.
But that's the other thing. It's just streaming. You just need something that can at least run the program because it's going to stream it to the computer. It's not gonna. It's not. The game is running on your computer. The game is viewed on your computer.
Okay, then why do I need such a strong graphics card?
You don't.
But they're
It's
saying
theirs.
I do.
It's theirs. This is theirs. This is on their computers.
I thought they were saying that this is what they're suggesting you
No.
use. Okay.
No.
So their computer's running all this stuff,
Correct.
but I'm playing it on mine.
Yes.
So ideally, so the concept should be that I should be able to take Grandpa downstairs.
You're playing proxy.
Yeah, I should be able to take Grandpa downstairs, pay $20 for Shadow, and run No Man's Sky.
Yes.
If it's one of the games in their library.
Yes.
Okay. The lag, it would be the only issue then.
Yeah.
Because you got to communicate
Internet.
here, and it has to go all the way over there.
That's the internet.
Okay.
Because it's the jitter.
Okay. Then maybe it's possible.
Because that's the essential.
Yeah. I guess then it just comes down to what games. Because this was also advertising fucking Tomb Raider just like Stadia.
Yeah, it doesn't showcase game list. It just says, "Hey, it's here." And
Yeah,
it's like,
because one of the big complaints we're hearing about Stadia is they went, here's these games, and none of them are original content, and they're all games everyone fucking owns.
yeah,
So, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's cool that you can hook up whatever controller you want to Shadow, though, because I like my Xbox controller.
Yeah, because it's just gonna basically proxy it.
Yeah, it's a comfortable controller. Now, you've been hearing good things about the beta Xbox Cloud.
Yeah, I heard a few things. I didn't go too in depth.
Oh, yeah, it's just xCloud, right?
Yeah, Project X Cloud. Now, I thought you would actually have access to this, but apparently, no, it's behind closed doors types of things.
Yeah, they're only letting some people do shit
I'm
like
like-
this. There are certain things I've been invited to by Xbox to be part of, and I just haven't. I don't think I ever got invited to be part of this, though.
Which sucks, because you've been a part of Game Pass and all that
I've
for a
been
little
part
while.
of Xbox for a very long time.
Yeah, but
The concept of this one, playing on my mobile phone using my Xbox controller, I don't know why this is such a thing people want to do. Because I don't want to look at a game on my phone. I want to look at a game on my nice big flat screen TV.
yeah, but there are some people who travel.
I
and
get that.
so they pop on the hotel's Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, no, I get that, definitely. You know, if you got a big commute to work and you ride the bus or the train or something like that and you want to play a game on your phone, I get that. That's actually a really cool concept. And then, you know, I'm sure saves transfer over and whatnot. I'm just saying, like, the selling point of, and you get to play these on your phone
Yeah.
is great if you have a reason to.
Okay. I agree with
I would never have the chance to. Anytime I have time to play a game, I'd be home.
that. You'd be here.
So this doesn't sell to me.
Okay. I'm right there beside you.
I'm glad it's working well.
Yeah. And apparently if your quote unquote console or otherwise can't handle it, it just tones it down a little bit and says, you know, hey, well, at least it's running at the 60 frames.
Which is what Stadia is doing. But the problem is Stadia is doing it while you're looking at it on a 4K TV.
That's correct. So they're saying it's going to try and stay 4K all the way through, and even people who are directly plugged into Stadia's servers are having problems.
Yeah.
So that's the major issue. Meanwhile, right now, holy shit. I kind of want it, dude.
Yeah, I'd be down for it. Breakpoint is currently on sale for $30 on Xbox Digital.
Like, wow, there's a lot of good deals going on right now. I just clicked over just to take a quick peek. I wasn't expecting to actually dig.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Xbox. If the xCloud works, that's great. I hope it does, and I think it'd be good for people like you that have a commute to work where you're not driving yourself.
Yeah, but I
Right.
listen to podcasts on my commute. I don't
True,
focus on something.
but I mean, when you're on public transit,
Oh yeah,
You
having
know.
something to do with
it makes the difference.
yeah.
But yeah, for me, it just doesn't sell me on it, and it's like you said, if you're traveling somewhere and I'm at the hotel, then I can play it while I'm at the hotel. That part's cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not why I have a laptop, you know?
Yeah, and with the laptop, you could just do Shadow then, in
Yeah.
that case, if you wanted to.
If Shadow has a better library. That's the other thing is, what's the library? Shadow doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't tell me what games you have, I'm not going to invest in it. It's like, at least Stadia told us what games.
I mean, Shadow's been out for a while. I don't know what...
Just type into Google, see if someone's, released the list. You know, maybe
Oh.
that's probably all kinds of shit.
That's not...
Shadow, gaming streaming library? Streaming library? Yeah, there you go.
No.
Well, everything you need to know about Shadow Game. Let's see.
Okay.
This person they did an article. They might haven't. This is an article from Digital Trends.
What is Shadow? Shadow is a streaming service. Yeah, we already read all that.
Yeah, because I get the concept is like Netflix, but video games, you know? Compatible devices.
Yeah, but it doesn't showcase games, so this is very strange.
Performance. It does well everywhere except like the Midwest.
Yeah, poor guys. Because they don't have...
Shit bandwidth.
supports your library. So, hang on. Does that mean I could put up...
Okay, so that means...
Holy shit! Whether that be Steam, Origin, or Epic Games Store. So I can plug in my entire library into it.
Yes. Okay, but now here's the thing. So that means you're paying $20 a month to play your games on your phone.
If I wanted to, I would.
Okay. What's the thing that Steam's doing where you can play your games in other places?
Remote play, but...
How much does remote play cost?
Nothing. But there is drawbacks to it.
It's only PCs.
Or Steam Links. Or...
Is Steam Link even a thing anymore? I thought they killed that project.
No, it's still around. It's just not pushed as hard. Like, I can get one right now for, I think, like $10.
Oh, fuck. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like $10 for a Steam Link.
Yeah, the only thing is that PC has to be on.
Yeah.
If you're connected, that PC has to be on.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
But, I mean, if you're downstairs wanting to play something, you know?
Yeah.
But, okay, so the difference being I won't be able to play on my phone.
Okay.
How long do you think before Steam goes, now you can play on your phone? Steam doesn't have any money in PC parts. They don't care where you play it. They just want you buying the games from them.
You're right.
That's the goal. So, if Steam's smart, they'll just release the ability, they'll come up with the ability, the technology's there, other people are doing it, for you to use your library on your phone.
Okay. I can
so
see
then,
that.
and they're doing it for free, so then there goes Shadow. You know? But I mean, you've got a hell of a Steam library. So right now, Shadow sounds cool for you.
Mm.
Or if I want to play your shit on my phone.
Yeah.
Are we pulling up your library so that we can
No,
see the ungodly amount of games you own?
No. No.
And then you being fucking Humble Bundle, getting all those fucking DRM free codes.
Yeah, right.
So, this is, the Breakpoint being on sale is part of the Black Friday sale for Xbox, by the way. They've got their whole Black Friday list up. So you can view it all right on your console or like we are on Xbox's website. All right, let's see. No, do it. It's up and running. I want to see how many games you have.
Oh.
Okay. That's just your recents.
Yeah. How do I, this? No. It's been... Oh, here we go.
1,231 games, 9 softwares, 1 videos, and 171 tools.
Yeah, the tools, I think, are all just like my SDKs. Yeah, they're all my SDKs.
Yeah, 1,231 games and counting. That doesn't count anything you own physical copies of that you haven't downloaded into your Steam library. That doesn't count anything you own on your Xbox, anything you own on any of your PlayStations. Yeah. How many of those do you think you've played?
Not enough.
The years of backlogged gaming you could do.
So, now, while we're having this discussion, I just launched Rocket League from my home computer.
Yes.
Oh, no!
I could not connect a remote computer. That's funny.
I'm trying here.
Now it just says running for some reason.
Yeah, but it'll...
He's going to try Left 4 Dead 2 now.
Come on! Give me something!
But this is my point. Like, Steam's letting you do this.
Yeah.
For
I
free.
just don't know if it allows... I don't know if it allows this computer, so...
It may just be there's too much shit running on this computer right now.
No. Code PC can handle it.
We're missing a few parts.
We're missing a graphics card.
That is a part, is it not?
It's...
And technically a hard drive.
Well, yeah.
We're using my passport that is meant for other things.
And a 32 gigabyte internal force pass.
Yeah. But it runs like a champ.
But oh god, it does.
Yeah, I don't know why it still says running for both of them.
Yeah, computer connected.
Weird.
I was fucking around with it earlier, and I thought it was going to give me the ability to play it. Maybe my computer's in sleep. Maybe that's why.
That's when you just, hook up a laser pointer at the house. It's remote controlled, and get one of the cats to hit the mouse. Dink. Computer wakes up. There we go. It's not trying to run these on your home computer, is it?
Yep. And it was going to stream it.
Oh, there it goes. Left 4 Dead 2 is working now.
Maybe. Oh, there's Rocket League.
There's Rocket League.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, you full on brought your computer over now.
Yep.
We got your background and everything.
Yep.
So much porn. No.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're full on Rocket League right now.
So hold on. Let's go Left 4 Dead 2 stop. So that way I can at least keep Rocket League going. Connect. So, with this, yeah, I mean, you saw a few grains, right? It wasn't great.
Yeah. But the point is you can do it.
Yeah, let's just run into a training.
You know, I mean, and you can do it for free.
Yeah, and my computer is super strong.
Looks good. You totally missed that shot.
Well, I'm not used to it, but if I had a controller, I'd be playing it on the controller.
You play Rocket League with a controller when you're at home?
Yeah.
On the PC? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
And then, like, it doesn't look bad.
No, it looks pretty good.
Boom.
I mean, is it 4K? No. But the other thing is we're on a 4K monitor. We are streaming this from across the town, you know.
Yeah.
We're streaming this from a good 10-minute drive away.
Yeah.
And we're also running on internet that is running several
It's
web pages right now.
And Wi-Fi. We're not hard connected.
No, we're hard connected.
Nope. I made mention of it earlier.
I have the wire plugged in.
The wire's plugged in, but it doesn't detect.
Weird.
Okay. But even still, it ran fucking amazingly.
And also, we're still recording on the same PC.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, Code PC is a strong boy. I love Code PC.
All right. That just means I'm going to go through and play a bunch of shit on your computer now.
That's fine. Just as long as I'm not playing, I don't care. No, wait, hold on. Left 4 Dead 2 says it's running.
It still says it's running, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, it looks like there's another window open on Steam. See it at the bottom?
Oh, that's just my friends list.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that was where Left 4 Dead was at. What's weird is it's saying that it's running, but it wasn't offering you to connect.
Mm.
You had to full on get it to stop, and then run it again and connect.
Yeah. I think it has a problem with Source Games, which is Valve.
I was going to say maybe it's just the fact that it's Valve.
Mm.
Who is in our news today?
Who is in our news today? Because they still don't know how to count to 3, but they're at least giving us what we want.
Is it, though? Because we want them to count to 3, and they went, here's 1.5.
I'm not mad. I said I wasn't mad.
I'm a little mad.
Hmm.
Plus, it's... Okay, so what we're talking about is... let me pull up the name for it.
Half-Life Alyx.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you had it. Yeah. Which is the new Half-Life game from Valve that takes place between 1 and 2, because why would we want 3?
VR
Wait a minute.
only.
That's what we've been asking for this whole time.
That's not what I want.
You know, you said it's what you want, and it's not what you want.
That's not what I want.
It is VR only. So what? Would you need an HTC Vive for that then?
HTC Vive or one of the Oculus sets.
Can you even fucking use the Oculus set with Steam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can use any of the headsets.
Well, I know that
You know
Facebook bought Oculus and shit.
I think you can actually use PlayStation VR with a few little tips and
fucking
pops.
wires.
Yeah.
Dude, my PlayStation VR took up almost every port on my PlayStation.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm just saying, like, it's got so many USB plugins, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, get a hub. It'll be fine.
It's annoying. Like, they should have designed it better.
Yeah.
For the money I paid, they should have designed it better. So, let's get back to news, though. We kind of
took a jump. But even still, having the ability to just hop on Code PC and start streaming the games that are from my PC at home.
Yes.
Just as long as it's awake and aware, you can play it.
For free.
For free.
Instead of steadying games which, by the way, you have to buy the games.
Yes.
Or shadowing the games, which then you have to pay for shadow.
Yeah.
I mean, the only good part of shadow would be that you can play it on your phone, which only speaks to some people.
Yeah.
Not everybody has the time or the want. And, I mean, with the way my fucking phone runs, half the time anyways, I'd really rather not. And I've got battery issues on my phone.
Battery.
So, you wanted me to watch the trailer for Half-Life, because I haven't actually seen it, for Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah. So, when I was watching it, I was like, I didn't know that it was VR until this part right there.
With the hand.
With the hand. I was like, oh no! But the fact that you could do that. I don't know why. It gave me like the full-fledged Half-Life 2 Episode 1 feeling.
Gotcha.
Pick up that can.
I mean, it looks nice compared to Half-Life 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, they're not exactly the prettiest games.
I don't think they're using the Source engine anymore. I think they're actually using a newer engine, which is nice.
Yeah.
Maybe Source 2, hard to say.
It looks nice.
Yeah. He
Especially
throws out a gun that says, "Oh, it's unloaded," and he throws it, and he goes, "Oh, now it's unloaded."
Okay.
And then there's your head crab zombies,
Yeah.
and then you got to hack while using only one of your arms, and then you got this weird pipe shotgun.
Now, what it's not showing us is how he's moving.
Yeah.
So he seems to be moving, and you can see that the hands are still able to be interacting with stuff. That's not how VR works. And you would have to be pointing and clicking to move yourself.
Either that, or maybe it has an exterior motive. Like, there's got to be something that pushes someone forward.
Maybe the game moves you forward, and you just control where you look.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're going to die a lot doing that.
Also, very last scene showcases G-Man doing a very sinister smile, and I'm like, love G-Man.
He looks really good.
I love it.
The new update.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's set for March.
Oh.
So, I hope it works. I just wish you guys would count to 3.
Yeah, they need to learn. There was rumors that Left 4 Dead 3 was going to come out.
They can't count to 3.
They can't count to 3. There was a meme that kind of pushed and pulled. What's his name? Gabe Newell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they pulled him in and said, "All right, we just need you to count to 5." And Gabe just immediately goes, "What? Oh," and just begins to sweat. 1, 2, and just goes quiet.
You're still trying to get Left 4 Dead 2 to work. So
I saw that it was on there, and I was like, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna run through some more of my TV shows and movie news.
Okay.
So Runaways has been announced to end after season 3.
Okay.
However, the new trailer I saw did feature Cloak and Dagger still, so even though their show got canceled, it looks like they still got to be in Runaways a little bit. So that's nice. Spy Racers, the new animated show on Netflix, set in the Fast and the Furious universe. So that's a thing. Let's see. There's rumors that we're going to get a female Loki finally. She was female. Loki became female at one point in the comics, so it makes sense. You know how Amazon's doing the Lord of the Rings TV show?
I'm sorry?
You didn't know about that? Oh, yeah. Amazon's doing a Lord of the Rings TV show.
Now hold on. You're saying TV show?
Yes.
Who is it gonna be on? Is it gonna be the movies based on the?
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling it up.
Okay, I'm. Ooh. Amazon's doing some very bold moves because they just not too long ago bought Critical Role, and now that has a place to be, and I'm like, okay, that's good. I appreciate that. You have no idea how much I appreciate Amazon for taking care of the Critical Role crew, but it worries me. It worries me beyond all others that they're wanting to do Lord of the Rings.
So it's been in the works for a little while now. Let's see, release date still kind of up in the air. It's looking like 2021. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm having issues finding out exactly what the show is supposed to be about. Let me see. See if this gives me. Come on. IMDb doesn't want to load.
No, it doesn't.
I'm on the Wi-Fi, and I think everything's just dragging it down now. I think we're abusing it too much. But set during the 3,441-year period known as the Age of Numenor, or the Second Age.
Okay, so it's an aftermath.
Yeah. So now you want to know the funny thing?
Okay.
So first of all, they're doing this.
Yeah, it took me by a fucking swipe.
We're not going to see anything until probably 2021.
That's fine.
It's been renewed for a second season.
How?
because it's Amazon.
I mean, Amazon's.
We're
a
going to renew
very-
this for a second season, but we're going to cancel the Tick because we didn't advertise season 2 at all, and we drag our feet on releasing it, and then you didn't watch it. So, also from what I heard, Peter Jackson offered to direct it, and they said no.
What? Why?
Because Amazon wants it to be theirs. They don't want to get people to go and buy the movies. This is their thing. Just like, from what I understand, Watchmen, HBO's new Watchmen show, is taking jabs at Snyder's movie. To be fair, Snyder's movie deserves to have jabs taken.
That's fine.
But because it's not go buy Snyder's Watchmen, watch that, then watch our show. It's just watch our show. Read the comic book and watch our show.
Yeah, and apparently I heard it was...
I heard it's really good, yeah. I haven't watched it. So yeah, I didn't know you didn't know about Lord of the Rings.
No.
I would have told you sooner.
I don't know how I would be.
Let's see. So, Bob's Burgers is getting a movie, and then it wasn't getting a movie, and now it's getting a movie again. A Disney rep has clarified that the film's 2020 release date remains unchanged after confusion arose because of a released schedule from Disney. Everyone thought Bob's Burgers not being on that schedule meant it was canceled, and that's not what they're doing. So we're getting a Bob's Burgers movie. I don't really care to have a Bob's Burgers movie, but
It's there.
we're getting the grown-up Lizzie McGuire movie, a TV show on Disney Plus, and the family's all confirmed back, and now so is the actor that played Gordo, her friend, the male friend,
Okay.
Adam Lambert. So he's back. The only one not confirmed back is her female friend, and I'm thinking that won't happen. In 2007, the actress had a run-in with crystal meth, and Disney has a pretty strict policy about drugs and I don't want to say convicts, but people with criminal records. They've made very few exceptions, Tim Allen being the main one.
Okay.
So
That's fun and fair.
Kathleen Kennedy has a director lined up for the next Star Wars film set for 2022. This will be a whole new trilogy. It will not be part of the Skywalker saga, yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
She came out and did an interview with Rolling Stone where she said that these new ones are a really hard nut to crack because you don't have any comic books or 800-page novels or video games to base them off of. Bitch, there's an entire extended universe.
Didn't we just go to Zia like last month where you showed me literally like 12 fucking books in a row and told me which ones to read in order?
Well, Disney doesn't accept the extended universe as canon. It's up to us to accept it for canon if we want, but Disney doesn't look at it as canon.
So if you tell me, if I go into Disney World or Disneyland's extended universe park, which is extended universe technically.
So Galaxy's Edge?
Yes.
Galaxy's Edge is not part of the extended universe. It is part of the universe.
As we know it.
So, according to Disney, Star Wars 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3 happened. Okay.
Okay.
A New Hope,
Return
Empire
of the
Strikes
Jedi,
Back,
all
Return
that.
of the Jedi,
Phantom
Menace,
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones,
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So those happened.
Okay.
Then Disney comes in and they make Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
The only other things that have happened is Battlefront 1 and 2 from EA. Not last. What's the new game?
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. And several novels that were released after Disney bought Lucasfilms.
Okay.
There's a current novel run. And then the Marvel comics that Disney launched. That is all its canon. Yeah, Force Unleashed is not canon. That's extended universe.
Even though it's nice.
And from what I understand, there's references to it in Fallen Order. It's extended universe. Disney says all those other novels, all those other comic books, the Marvel comic books beforehand, the Dark Horse comics beforehand, Knights of the Old Republic, all those games are extended universe, which means don't expect us to reference it. If you want to believe it counts, it counts.
But then, okay, what if me, a director, wants to reference them because I appreciate those works? I appreciate Knights of the Old Republic. I appreciate Force Unleashed.
I don't know. But that's kind of where the problem runs into this Kathleen Kennedy, I think. Kathleen Kennedy's like, there's nothing to base it off of. And it's like, there's the entire fucking extended universe to base it off of, lady.
There's so much to base it off of. This is she's stupid.
So, that's where they're at on that.
Man.
For anyone that hasn't watched Mandalorian, spoilers. I'm sure you've already been spoiled on it because it's everywhere. But the child that is the same race as Yoda, everyone's calling him Baby Yoda because
He's not Yoda.
we don't have a name yet, so he's being called Baby Yoda. You can expect merchandise.
Oh yeah, you can.
They're gonna get it out as fast as possible. It will take a while though because they kept it all under locks. No one that wasn't directly working on the show was allowed to know about it. So they weren't able to send like plush designs out to the companies that make plushies and stuff like that because they didn't want it leaked. Now that it's out there, they're going to start working on that stuff.
I've been playing a video game lately.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about that.
So, remember last week when I got super fucking hyped because of XO19?
Yes.
And Remnant and Rage were among the announced games that we were getting straight up for free.
Yes.
I've been playing Remnant a lot. Even though I've been super fucking sick. I was forcing myself to be okay. Now, Remnant from the Ashes is a very simple game. You see a shadow creature or an ash creature, and you shoot that ash creature, do big numbers, upgrade your stuff, and then fight the boss. It's very simple. There's nothing too heavy about it. But for some ungodly reason, I love it. As simple as it is, I love it. That's all I want to say.
It definitely, you can tell it was made by a smaller company with a lower budget because, like, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look polished.
Yeah, it has its moments.
Yeah, it got a little glitchy on me. I didn't get very far into it.
I've yet to run into an actual big glitch. But it does have its...
They weren't necessarily big glitches. They were more just like...
stutters.
Yeah, and then I was also kind of tired and started to doze a little bit while I was reading some of the shit on the terminal.
Oh, yeah, that.
And I was gone. We got a bunch of new stuff to Game Pass.
Did we?
Yep.
Oh, am I going to jump for this one too?
Probably not.
Oh.
Van Brace Cold Soul dropped.
We were talking about that one a while ago. You said that you were pretty interested in that one.
Munchkin Quacked Quest.
I'm sorry?
Munchkin Quacked Quest.
Okay.
Yep.
So it wasn't just a weird speech impediment. That's actually what it's called.
Yep.
Okay.
That dropped. Life is Strange 2, Episode 4.
Cool.
Darksiders 3.
Hey! I mean, I'm not jumping for it, but I mean, it's a game that I would be somewhat interested in.
And for PC, the Red Strings Club.
Ooh. I've played a little bit of that one. It's a good little cyber drama.
Mm-hmm.
It has a few bits and pieces of drug abuse, so be aware. That is a small trigger warning, I will say. But it is a good story. I haven't finished my playthrough of it, but it is a good story.
Okay.
So far.
And then currently sitting in the coming soon, we have The Escapist 2.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I played The Escapist 1 a little bit. I didn't get too far into it, but it was an interesting little concept.
Yeah.
So.
Build a little prison or something, and then...
Yeah, it was different, like, find different ways out, survive prison, type of thing like that.
And they had a Walking Dead DLC and all that, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But...
sorry.
Free play days, you had asked me to bring up.
Oh, yeah. So this is normally for a weekend, so this will probably just be probably from now through Sunday.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure on the dates. But yeah, free play days. They brought back Prison Architect on Xbox One for another free play day. They brought back Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege for another free play day. But the big one, Borderlands 3.
Booberlands.
So that's free for the weekend. Go ahead and play it. The way free play days work is you get to play as much as you want.
As long as you have gold, yeah?
Yeah. It's the full game. It's
Yep.
not like a demo or anything. It's the whole thing.
So you can knock it out in a weekend, literally.
What they did with Siege last time is, and I'm not saying they're doing it this time, but last time what they did with Siege is if you played the free play day, you got a discount if you want to buy the game when the free play days were up. So you got to buy the game at a discounted price, which was cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, right now it's $11.99 with gold.
You get the deluxe package, so you get all the year 1 characters. Yeah, you get Frostbuck, Valkyrie, Blackbeard, Caviera, Capitao, Hibana, and Echo.
So that's pretty cool.
That's a pretty good fair price for $11.99, to be 100% honest.
Yeah.
My name is Buck, and I like to fuck.
So what he's giggling about? They released a new Joy-Con controller in Japan only. It's through Bandai Namco. Because it's for.
I love you, Bandai, but what?
It's for their game. What was the name of this?
Bakutsuro?
Bakutsuri. Bakutsuri. Sorry, Bakutsuri Hunters. It's
Fish.
you hunting or fishing, whatever you want to say it. Really weird ass creatures. The way this Joy-Con works is it has a reel. You slide one of the Joy-Cons into it, and you reel in everything. It is only available in Japan because I think the game is only available in Japan. But any of you out there that want it because you collect these things or do the imports and whatnot, check it out. It's actually an interesting thing. Like, it looks like a legit fishing.
Yeah, but the fish
reel.
are very
Monstrous, Japanese to the max
creatures.
Like, some of the sizes, they're kind of kaiju almost.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what to think of it.
It's an interesting concept.
It is an interesting concept.
They're figuring out a lot of stuff to do with the Joy-Cons. So,
and I'm not mad at that.
I don't know that I would want this game or the controller, but it's nice to have something that would make a game better. Like, when they do steering wheels for racing games is nice.
Yeah.
So the concept of a fishing reel for a fishing game, it's nice. So,
Kamen
do you
Rider.
wanna?
Oh,
What is this?
it's the Kamen Rider Shining Hopper Progress key that you have to slide in there, and it powers you up. You know, it's a like a 5-year-old toy or 5-year-old's toy.
Gotcha.
I just clicked into it. And I was like, oh, Kamen Rider.
I'm gonna let you take Kojima.
Oh, where do you want me to take him? Where the fuck do you want me to take him?
Out back.
No. So okay. Death Stranding. It's getting okay reviews. It's not getting.
You mean Norman Reedus and the magical fetus? I'm sorry, that was a funny meme.
It is a funny meme. I just don't like it.
I love the drawing. I splashed coffee on my pants.
Yeah. Fuck you. So
bad.
At the very beginning of Death Stranding, you put in your birthday and you just watch a cutscene and you walk. You walk. You deliver pizza. Krusty Krab pizza.
Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Pretty much. And you just go. You just go. I mean, if it happens to fall on your birthday,
Krusty Krab pizza.
Here's the pizza for you and
me.
I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw it. The monster product placement was a little much. Yeah. I know he needed money for the game, but damn.
Yeah, Monster backed him, and then in the hospital, Mads Mikkelsen. I love him, by the way.
Yeah, Mads is great.
And then he visits you on your birthday.
I love him as Lashif in Casino Royale.
Yeah. He does a very good villain.
He does. I was a little thrown off when he wasn't a villain in Rogue One.
Yeah, and he basically says happy birthday to you on your birthday if you play Death Stranding on your birthday.
That's cool.
Yeah, you don't gain anything extra. He just says happy birthday.
So just buy Death Stranding for $60. Wait till your birthday. So for me, I'd have to wait till January, and then start up the game, and Mads will say happy birthday to you, and then you can go and return the game.
Yeah.
Because after that, you basically just walk everywhere.
And apparently
the physics don't work like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Climbing's a bitch.
You fall over just because.
A lot.
Yeah. I guess that's the minor point, but the story, everyone's like, it's a good story. Deal with the story.
See, because I heard it's a story that happens in cutscenes at the beginning and the end of the game,
But not much in the middle.
and you're just walking in the middle.
Yeah. Thanks to Donkey for kind of giving us that little preview set. But Donkey has a way of, I don't want to say blowing up the proportions of it, but he does.
I'm just, even now watching this footage, the bike doesn't work the way we would expect.
Yeah.
The truck sure as hell didn't work the way we'd expect with the jumping.
No. No. He fell in a hole.
And like I said,
Funny
when
joke.
we were first watching this, I was like, how is he walking with all that shit on his back? Well, apparently not very well, because you can fall over, drop that shit, and then have to go and retrieve it.
Yep.
It's basically you're a fucking courier. You're delivering packages from one end to the other. Sometimes bombs that'll blow you up by mistake. So, I don't know.
No.
Moving on. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 dropped some screenshots for the next Ultra Pack DLC. It's the Majub?
Majub. But he's Oob.
Okay, yeah,
I
it's
don't know where the Maj came from, but it's Oob.
I'm not up to date on Xenoverse and all that, so maybe it's like another form. I don't know. It looked okay. The Mohawks look interesting. They're screenshots for a video game. You know, what do you do with it? You just kind of look and go, all right.
That's Akira Toriyama's art style.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they captured his art. As
Yeah.
long as it doesn't clip out, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know, that's all that matters. So
I'm not one for Xenoverse, so
I'm not one for the Dragon Ball fighting games. I'm already not one for fighting games.
Yeah.
But in the past when I have played the Dragon Ball ones, I always just kind of felt like it was, hey, you beat him up.
Like the last one that I really enjoyed was, I think, Tenkaichi 2 or 3 on the GameCube. And it was just fun.
Yeah.
It was good, simple, wholesome, fun. There was not a lot to like think about.
Yeah.
There was no DLCs because this was at a time where you could connect it to the internet, but it wasn't required.
Yeah.
God.
Simpler times.
Simpler times.
They had to sell us the game in whole.
Yeah, I know, right? They had to actually finish it.
But yeah, some people are taking it as Bandai really trying to not make number 3. And I don't think that's going to be the case. I think maybe they're just waiting for the anime and manga to get further in before they make number 3. So for now, DLCs is how you keep the games going.
Okay.
Let's see, what else do I have here? Sword and Shield sells 6 million plus copies, becoming the fastest selling Switch game.
Gets a golf clap.
But a lot of people are saying it's boring.
Yeah, but
So
I mean, it's a Pokemon game. You've got to be used to it by now.
there's people that I know on Facebook, like friends of mine on Facebook, that are like, I've played all of the Pokemon games. The Galar region is just boring. And then there's all the Pokemon that were cut out.
This is why I wish that the main character in this one could talk, because apparently they are supposed to have a Scottish accent. Just to have them kick in the door and be like, "Who's eating me potatoes?" You know. No, wait, that's Irish.
Get all she's got, Captain!
Yeah.
Oh, never dawned on me to think of space as the thing that was moving. I'm not very good at it,
No.
but
you tried.
Scotty.
You tried.
Let's see.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll probably get it when we get a Switch, but
I mean, it's still a good game.
yeah. The other thing, from my understanding, is people are beating it quick.
16 hours. Alpha Red beat it in 16 hours.
For a fucking $50 game.
Yeah. But then again, he
And without having a full Pokedex, gotta catch them all, could have really added some time to that 16 hours.
It's 580 something.
I understand that.
That's a lot.
I understand that. But when I can literally take a 3DS game and catch them all, but a console game can't, it's a problem.
400. Never mind.
What's the biggest? See if you can find out what the biggest Pokedex has been in the game, because I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, try regional. Yeah, that would probably work. Well, actually, no. Now I'm thinking about it, that may
Let's
not
see
be.
here. Kalos, Alola, 302, 403.
So yeah, it looks like Alola has been the biggest with 303. Because I was pretty sure, and I guess I'm wrong. I was pretty sure one of the games did it to where you weren't able to catch them all in that game, but because of the transferring thing, especially once Pokemon Bank became a thing,
Well, probably.
you were able to catch them in other games
And bring
and
them over?
move them over.
Oh,
But I guess I could be wrong. I thought that was a thing. So. We are getting Kakarot though, even though we're not getting Xenoverse 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it will not be coming to Switch.
That's
Switch won't get Kakarot.
Yeah, I'm sure that it'll either have a later release or...
No, Namco came out and said that it's not coming out.
Oh.
They won't release it for the Switch.
Okay.
So, game director Naokui Yoshida.
Okay.
For Final Fantasy XIV.
Okay.
Reportedly says they are working to bring the MMO into the next generation on PlayStation 5.
Okay.
So,
neutral.
Final Fantasy 15 on a $600 console. Or $700 console. Or $800 console. We're not sure.
We're not sure. But even still, it'll be... There was a rumor for the PlayStation 5, and I'm going to try and debunk it and have the ideas, that games will be on 1 to 2 terabyte, up to 3 terabyte sized solid state drives. Cartridges, if you will.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
And so you plug in the cartridge and it plays straight from this solid state drive to the console, and I'm like, this is an idea. It's not a bad idea.
I don't like it.
Well, hold on.
I don't know why I don't like it. I don't like it.
Hold on. Do you know how fast...
To be fair, that's not my quote. That's Willem's.
Oh, okay. But do you know how fast a solid state drive reads and writes?
No.
It reads and writes ridiculously fast.
Okay.
So fast to flip.
So fast I'll flip. Freaky fast?
Freaky fast.
But we've talked about this. We watched the PlayStation 5 burn through the load screen and like zip through Manhattan for Spider-Man. That's amazing. I had to get up and piss though, and I came back and I was dead because the game loaded.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta hit the pause button, dummy.
Not every game lets you pause at certain points.
You're right. Dark Souls, you have to quit the game in order to take that piss.
Yeah. So my whole point is, sure, let's make games faster. Because let me tell you, there are games out there with load screens where I want to fucking kill someone.
Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds later on.
It's got some pretty big load screens.
It got a bit hefty. I did watch
Division,
yes.
Loading into the game.
Yeah.
Once you're in game, you're fine, but loading into the game takes forever.
Yeah. I'm sure if we happen to get Breakpoint, that's gonna be a big one too.
I didn't feel like
Wildlands was
loading
big.
into Wildlands took a while. Also, but once you were in Wildlands, you were good.
So
right. that's fine.
Doing fast travel was a problem.
Fast travel is just broken in Wildlands because it would be fast travel to Cliff.
Yeah.
And I would fast travel to you, and it would not fast travel me to you at all.
No, it'd put you in the general vicinity.
Yeah, I would be like, you'd be in a town, I'd be on the fucking road at the bottom of the mountain that you're at the top of.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll be there when everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Start trudging up the mountain.
Hijack a car.
Normally my luck, it put me on the side without the roads, so there was no cars to hijack, you know?
Yeah.
But
I can concur with that, but at the same time, I'm thinking...
faster loads is a good thing, yes.
Faster loads, better textures on screen. You drop your phone.
Drop face down.
Ooh, here we go.
That's fine.
Okay.
I get that it's gonna run better, and even if they do these solid state drives, it'll save faster, it'll run faster. That's great.
Literally, as soon as you plug it in,
Mhm.
the game will be ready. There will be nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to why you're against this.
I'm against $800.
Oh, okay. Throw the price out the window. Don't worry about that. Is there any negatives you see?
The fact that that's the thing. No, because all my problems come from the fact of we made this console that is faster than your current console.
Okay.
Great. My current console runs fine, but it loads faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my current console runs fine. Buy this console. I don't want to buy that console because my current console runs fine. okay, well, we're just gonna stop making games for your console then, and then you have to buy our $500 or $800 console.
That's the way it works.
I know, and I don't like it.
Okay.
That's my whole thing. The thing is look at how much faster it loads. That's awesome.
That's great.
I'm glad it does that.
Okay.
It doesn't have to,
But it does.
but it does. But that's the only thing you have to try to get me to buy $800 worth of equipment.
Okay.
Is that it runs faster and it looks prettier. Oh wait, I don't have the TV to make it look like that. Better go out and buy a $1,000 TV.
Oh, actually, have you seen the Black Friday sales?
Yeah, the Black Friday sales are pretty good. But
Yo,
you
there
get
was
my
a
point.
4K TV for $200.
Yeah, but you get my point.
I do.
My point is, we're doing these things. Well, those are nice, but they're not worth what you want to charge it for.
Okay, I get your perspective.
You know, like I understand the concept of buying a PC because a $50 upgrade makes your games that much better.
Yeah, okay.
You know, problem is, sadly, it's not a $50. You know, it's a $400 fucking graphics card.
It could. Or
you know, but
get yourself a nice GTX 2060 and just be happy.
yeah. So it's a matter of the price versus what I'm getting.
Okay.
And then when I go, I don't have the money to buy that, and even if I did, it's not enough to sell me on it, I get punished by not being able to buy the new games.
Okay, you're right.
That's my whole thing.
Okay.
And it's not just PlayStation. It's Xbox. Project Scarlet's pissing me off. PlayStation 5 is pissing me off. They're all pissing me off. The only thing I'm not pissed off about is the Switch, because the Switch goes, hey, first of all, it's not an $800 console.
No, it's still 300.
It's $300.
Yeah.
It's $300. Still, it's a little high, but $300. We developed Labo. We have the concept of the Joy-Cons, and we have the concept of taking your games on the go.
Yeah.
Or playing them at home. All of that mixed into $300.
Okay.
My only complaint then becomes, we've seen how some of the graphics are. Witcher doesn't look the greatest.
Witcher doesn't look the greatest, but then again, the hardware itself isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But it runs faster.
Mhm.
It is much more streamlined because it's on a fucking chip.
And the other thing is, I'm not going to the Nintendo Switch to play Witcher. That's why I have my Xbox.
Yeah.
You know, which it is confirmed Witcher 3 is coming to Game Pass.
Woo!
So, that's where I'm at. You know, I'll probably buy the Switch, possibly this year. I'm probably not going to touch the PlayStation 5 and Scarlet until my hand's forced, or until the prices drop severely. One or the other. Just kind of where I'm at. Oh, here we go. Here's the big list of Game Pass games. So we're already up to Van Brace. So Escapist 2 for console and PC. Halo Reach already happened. My Friend Pedro, console and PC coming soon. They're saying this holiday. And Witcher 3 this holiday. Coming 2020 has a huge list for Game Pass. We can't sit here and go through this whole thing.
No. But it's nice to know that it's there.
Now, wait a minute. It says coming 2020, it has Wasteland 3 in there on console and PC. Isn't Wasteland 3 already? It's on my console now. We downloaded it.
Did you?
You did.
No.
You didn't cancel it. It downloaded.
Bleeding Edge.
No. I downloaded Bleeding
Oh.
Edge. Wasteland 3 is on my console.
Oh, I didn't know that one. That one I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know why that says coming 2020.
Eh. But, yeah, we're getting a whole lot. That's my confusing one.
Final Fantasy 7?
7.
And Final Fantasy 7, what is that?
This is 7, 8, 9.
Oh, is that 8? That looks like 7 again, sorry.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10-2. I think that's the update remaster. Oh, that's what I wanted. I think it's, yeah, this is 10-10-2 remastered, and then we're getting 12 the Zodiac Age.
And then 15.
13.
Oh, 13?
13.
These are really hard to read.
It's okay.
They're blurring.
It's
And
okay.
then what is this one?
13-2.
Okay, what's
And,
next to it?
Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13.
And then 15, which I own, so
And
fuck
15.
off.
Yeah, but
And
all
then,
of those.
Is there anything else?
Yakuza 0,
okay.
1, and 2.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's any more Final Fantasies.
Nope.
Well, I get a good chunk of the Final Fantasy franchise.
Yeah, all the 3D set.
You know, the only thing it's missing is the movie Ghost. What is it called?
Spirits Within.
Spirits Within. That's it.
Suck
There you
my
go.
ass.
What? Come on.
You can suck the fattest part of my ass.
What? Spirits Within is not the greatest fucking video game movie ever made.
I don't. Hold on. Let me put it in stereo. Suck my fat ass.
Yeah, it is kind of in stereo. Look at the spikes.
Good.
Oh,
We're also getting the Diablo clone Minecraft Dungeons.
interesting.
Like,
we're
we're
getting
getting
Ori and the
Will of the Wisps.
yeah, so that's the sequel, right?
Yes. And I will stand by it. I ain't a furry, but that's a good fucking game.
I didn't realize it was connected to furries.
Yeah, it's animals. There is a lot of furry artists.
That's-
Son of a fuck.
That's pretty much how I feel about furry artists. No offense to anyone's artwork, but furries, they make me uncomfortable.
I'm dying.
I don't want to out a group of people, but furries make me uncomfortable because I feel like they're one step from bestiality. It's weird.
It's weird. But hey, we're also getting Streets of Rage 4 when that comes out.
Yep.
We're getting
that new one from the Life is Strange people. It's further to the left.
oh yeah. Tell me
Tell
why.
me why. Tell me
We're getting
why.
Grounded, which is the Honey I Shrunk a Kids. We're getting a lot of really interesting things.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
I'm
For
liking it
$10
too.
a month.
Yeah.
One of these games. Play one of these games in a month, and your membership's paid for itself.
Yeah.
Non-sponsored. Just a
And-
fan.
Same. I'm not even
A
paying
subscriber.
them straight up.
You
Yeah.
just like it.
I'm on your piggyback, so to speak, in a halfway. But
He's home networked in.
yeah. Final Fantasy VII. Is this the new one?
Not
Sure.
with that artwork.
But see that this is the box art for the new one.
Then
But that's the thing. Is it the old or the new? Is what
I
I'm
don't
curious.
know.
I would
we'll find out.
Holy shit! If we're getting the new one,
All the Final Fantasies are both console and PC for Game Pass.
yeah. So you can pop on your PC if you want. And for those who are wanting a Final Fantasy game to start off with, 15's fine. I like 15.
15's fun.
15's fun. But
You
you want
get lost in 15 though.
you can. You want to get another one to get lost into? Final Fantasy 12. This one here, the Zodiac Age. It adds a whole lot of new stuff. I love the fucking art. I love the aesthetic of it. The Gambit system is one to really revel.
And if you want to learn everything you ever need to know about Final Fantasy, just watch Spirits Within. Don't do that. In fact, don't watch that movie and think it's Final Fantasy at all.
I just want to kill you. Just want to fucking kill you.
Is it a bad movie?
I don't like it.
It's a bad Final Fantasy movie.
I would give it 1 out of 10.
Is it a bad movie?
Yes.
CG wasn't that bad.
CG wasn't that bad, but can you tell me what the fuck it was about?
Yeah, Earth was dying off, and we found a little bit of life growing there, which was a good sign.
Everybody else died by
And-
this weird ghost creature because it was the ghost of the planet, but oh wait, we saved the world again
Yeah,
through love.
well, the great thing is we sent the ghost creature in to kill the bad guy, basically. You guys come up and
Yeah, I know,
I don't
but
know.
it's
a weird movie.
it's not great.
I don't know why it has Final Fantasy in the name, like at all. It's so random that it's a Final Fantasy movie. I do wish Age of Empires 2 got a console port rather than just PC.
Yeah.
So-
I wouldn't have taken you for a fan of Age of Empires, but then again,
I like city builders and stuff like that,
okay.
and going and fucking shit up.
Yeah.
I've only got one last thing. Soap. Elizabeth Banks starred in, well, kind of starred in. She played Bosley in the new Charlie's Angels movie that just happened, and she also directed the movie and I think wrote the movie too. Can you pull up the new Charlie's Angels? I want to see what the box office is on it.
Oh yeah.
The movie did not do well. Its current box office.
Oh, am I just doing box office?
Yeah, just find me the box office. That's what I need.
All right. So
Has
30
grossed 10 million in the United States, 20.9 in other territories for a total of 31.2. Problem is they spent probably at least that, if not more, on it. So essentially it was a flop. Yeah, they spent 48 and they've made 32. This is the second Sony project that I feel like they try to catch nostalgia and cut a boot in the ass instead.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, they technically did the female Ghostbusters.
Mm.
So, she got a little upset about the flop, as to be expected. I'd be upset. You'd be upset if your movie failed.
Yeah, but I would take criticisms. I wouldn't take the harshness and run with it and try and explode. I would take it as it came, you know? If I did something wrong to a movie, I would want to know. Yeah, you're not gonna get it on USA Today. I can already tell you that one.
I just wanted the quote. That's all I wanted. Continue.
Yeah. I would just take the good for the bad and try and do better next time. If the companies would allow me to do better.
Okay. She kind of lost her mind. She says they'll go and see comic book movies with Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel because that's a male genre.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. So what you're telling me is it's a male genre with a female character. I don't get that then.
I don't know. So even though those are movies about women, they put them in the context of feeding the larger comic book world. So it's all about, yes, you're watching a Wonder Woman movie, but you're setting up 3 other characters, or we're setting up Justice League. Did she not realize people hated Justice League?
I think I get what she was trying to say.
I get what she's saying.
Yeah, but terrible analogy.
By the way, I'm happy for those characters to have box office success, but we need more women's voices supported with money because that's the power. The power is in the money.
That's dumb. You're dumb.
I like Elizabeth Banks a lot.
I do.
I like a lot of
also,
her projects.
But what she's saying is dumb.
I can't find the rest of the quote right now, but she went on to attack other things, saying that we don't want to watch female action leads, and saying that we watched the 37 Spider-Man movies that they've made, but we won't watch this. Well, here's the thing. First of all, there's been 7 Spider-Man movies. We don't count the Avenger movies. Second of all, Elizabeth, you were in 3 of those, and you cashed those checks, no problem. You were in all 3 Sam Raimi ones as Betty Bryant, working at the Daily Bugle. Me speaking as a man that goes and watches action movies, I have no problems with female leads. In fact, Aliens, and Aliens 3 are some of the best fucking action movies I have ever seen, and that is a female lead in all 3. And that does not support a bigger universe or anything. In fact, I will pick those over the grown universe that it created with Prometheus.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, it kind of grew one over the last couple of years with Alien Isolation, Prometheus.
What's the other one?
Gravity.
No, Gravity's not it.
I count it with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. No, you're bugging me though. Prometheus and what? What was the other one? It's bugging me.
Oh God.
Fuck. What is it? If you go to the IMDb page, it'll say follows. Like, it'll tell you what follows this one. It's gonna fucking drive me nuts. Further down.
Further down.
Yeah. No, maybe it only does it on mobile. Hit next. I don't fucking know. It's none of those.
It's none of these.
Click on fucking what's his name? Fassbender, because he's in it.
Oh, he's in both?
Yeah, he's in both.
We're going in a deep dive for some odd reason.
Yeah, there was a point, and now it's gone. Covenant.
Okay.
So, Prometheus and Covenant are the build-offs with the males and whatnot for the Alien universe, and I don't like them. I don't hate them, but
I even took it another step further and said gaming has their straight up female
Tomb Raider.
Tomb
Raider's better than Uncharted.
I concur. And then I was like, wait a minute, Alien Isolation literally has Ripley's daughter.
Or with the Terminator movies, sure, you can say Schwarzenegger's
the
lead and whatnot.
Connor.
But the thing is I check into those movies for Sarah Connor. When they said she was coming back for this new one, I got fucking hyped. Like,
oh yeah,
I was
as soon as you saw that scene with her pulling out that law,
the fucking or like the bazooka.
It's a law.
It's a law.
It's a law.
I don't know guns.
I do.
And sure, you want to talk shit that Captain Marvel builds towards a bigger universe. I mean, it's a female lead movie that made over $1 billion.
And you got to figure, yes, she is a major construction piece for her side of the universe.
I mean,
she was technically the what was her fucking title? Captain Marvel, and then there was a title underneath.
Oh, I don't remember.
The Avenger?
Yeah, the Avenger. Yeah.
So it was like, okay, you had that and you were ready to go, and it's like...
Yeah, in fact, it kind of comes down to the fact that Nick Fury's time with her led to him creating the Avengers Initiative. You know, she becomes so important. And I guess maybe that's what Elizabeth is trying to say there with that, is that, you know, because she's important to the universe, we only saw it for those reasons. But we didn't know that was going to be the case until we saw the movie. We just knew that she was this badass character.
I'm excited.
Before we get into what you're excited about,
Okay.
I understand it's hard to have your movie flop. I still like Elizabeth. I still like the work she's done with other things.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm glad her Pitch Perfect universe is doing well. I'm sorry Charlie's Angels didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
But very simply, I watched the trailer for Charlie's Angels and went, I don't want to see that.
I remember watching it with you, and I was like, I've never been a fan of Charlie's Angels, so I was
See,
already checked out.
I liked the show. I love Farrah Fawcett. She was amazing.
Farrah Fawcett was a lot of childhoods.
Rest her soul.
Yes.
Farrah Fawcett was amazing with that haircut and everything, being a badass.
Yeah, the nice, big, poofy...
Yeah. No, Farrah Fawcett was great. And the haircut thing more, I was just making a joke because I think of Michael Kelso having the Farrah Fawcett haircut by mistake.
Oh my god.
But then you have the reboot with Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu. I like the first one a lot. Second one is okay. It's just I watched the trailer for Elizabeth Banks's, and it didn't do it for me. You had one of them's not even an angel. She's just a person that's pulled in by the angels, and she's very nervous, and like, I don't know how to do any of this, and like, I didn't want that. I wanted the badass angels. I wanted them out there whooping everyone's ass.
Just doing badass things.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, and then you've got Elizabeth Banks playing Bosley, and I was like, that's fine. But then you got Patrick Stewart there, and I'm like, wait, why is Patrick Stewart there? Because I would have made Patrick Stewart Bosley.
And that would have been a good cut.
But Elizabeth chose to be Bosley, and that's fine, because Elizabeth is funny, and I can see her being a fun Bosley. But how are you going to put yourself and Patrick Stewart in there when, I don't know, it was weird.
What was Patrick doing there?
I don't know. I didn't see the movie. And I don't hate Kristen Stewart, I'm not a big fan of Twilight. So when I saw her in this, I was like, oh, I hope it works for her.
Yeah.
But the problem is the movie didn't pull me in. And one more thing, my final thing on it, Elizabeth, you are part of one more franchise that is a female lead action franchise. It's called The Hunger Games.
Oh,
we all watched that.
Holy shit.
We all watched those movies, and that's a female lead franchise action that
I'm no longer excited for this. That hit
was in no way building towards a male's universe. And I didn't even like PETA, by the way. I was there for Katniss. So take your flop and
do better.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Like, go make another movie, and hopefully this one works, because not every single movie you make is gonna work. Look at the guy that made Chronicle, turns around and makes the biggest Fantastic Four flop ever.
Look at M. Night Shyamalan.
Look at M. Night Shyamalan. He makes The Sixth Sense and goes on to make Airbender.
Yeah.
Or The Happening.
Or Signs.
Or The Village.
Bad.
I like The Signs more than any of those, honestly.
Same.
Yeah. Everybody has a flop sometimes. Spielberg didn't always do amazing.
No. Like, as soon as he got off the boat with literally Jaws, I think that's where he...
I mean, he had things like E.T. and stuff like that.
Was E.T. before?
I think E.T.'s before. I could be wrong. My point is not everything's going to be a success. Jaws is 75, so E.T.'s after. 82.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
So, cool. But yeah, after Jaws, it seems that was one of his first
Well, yeah,
ones.
it's actually known as the first blockbuster.
Okay.
Jaws was what created the blockbuster.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but people are gonna have flops. I just hope that your next project does better, and I hope that you kind of calm down. Now, what Justin came across while I was talking about that kind of set him on a
Because Fassbender
nuts.
is in this.
Yeah, Fassbender's in this, and that's how you found it.
Kung Fury 2, the straight to YouTube-esque kung fu retro vaporwave. I don't know what even to call it, man. But Arnold Schwarzenegger plays the president, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with all of it. I'm excited. That explains the laser raptors. That explains the laser raptors. Like, there's no right way to explain this movie. It literally has Adolf Hitler traveling through time and shooting a gun through a phone to kill the person on the other side, and then the phone is doing its fucking on a string thing, shooting everybody.
I just love that straight up for the description for Kung Fury 2 is the story will focus on Kung Fury's universe with no real connection to the short movie other than the lead character.
Okay. And it's in post-production, which means it's done.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't seen Kung Fury, it is, I believe, free on, like, anywhere. Adolf Hitler comes in and I don't know how to explain this movie other than it is a delight to watch. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's a guy going to try and kill Hitler, basically. He goes back in time to kill Hitler, and Hitler is a little bit more of a problem than he realizes.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way to describe it.
Sure. Like it has the old retro vaporwave-esque what do they call them? The scan lines?
Yeah. When you put a VHS tape
That's it.
and you get the lines on the screen. That's what we try to describe.
Yeah. And it showcases itself to be just that aesthetic. And then it gets over the top.
Yeah, it's camp to the max, and it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Think the DLC for Far Cry.
Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Blood Dragon movie in a sense.
Yes. And then some.
Yeah.
Because it goes harder than that.
Oh, there's one last thing I just remembered. And then we can end it there. Kristen Bell was recently doing an interview.
Oh, no.
And they looked at her and they go, when they inevitably do the live action Frozen, are you going to play Anna? And her face, she just goes, like, complete shocked, like, holy fuck, I never thought about it. And goes, I've never thought about that. And then kind of sits there and thinks for a second and goes, no, probably not. I'm too old.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
At least she's humbleized.
Yeah.
I say with you guys can't see it, but I'm shrugging really hard right now.
But she just, like, the question blew her mind. She's like, I never fucking considered that they may want to do a live action version because they're doing a live action version of everything.
Have you ever seen Kung Fury?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, there's a tabletop game based around the concept of Kung Fury.
No.
Yeah. So the idea is 80s to the max, and the more insane the thing you try to do, the greater the chance of success.
Yeah.
So, look it up. Yeah, there's tabletop Kung Fury. You're not.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You're fucking it all up. A system of Kung Fury, something like that. Yeah. It's basically free. But yeah, the concept is you're in an 80s action movie. Be as extravagant as possible. The more extravagant, the more chance of success.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I might want to implement this into D&D. I'll figure it
Well,
out.
you don't have to implement it into
I'm
D&D.
going to. No,
I was going to
Quincy,
say...
you don't understand. I want to.
No, I was going to say just run a Kung Fury's run through.
Oh.
It's a lot simpler than D&D. You don't need full character sheets and stuff like that.
I want to.
Yeah, but it works best in an 80s setting, not in a Dungeons and Dragons setting.
But I want
You know,
to.
that cop who's on the last
He's 3 days to retirement, but everything goes wrong.
or like he keeps fucking destroying shit when he goes and
I'll
solves
have
the
your
crime.
badge for that.
Yeah, so he's gonna have his badge for it. Has to report to the commissioner, the chief. Yeah, it's actually really fun. I've listened to a few playthroughs on a couple actual playthroughs. People have fun with it. So, that's what we got for you guys this week. We'll hit you with some Turkey Day stuff probably next week.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, thanks guys. Make sure to check out our Twitter, our Facebook, rate, review, and share us. As always, you can reach us at our personal Twitters at the podcast Twitter or through email. Go ahead and hit us up with any questions, movie suggestions, topics for future episodes, or maybe even a run through you did on Kung Fury. Because we like reading D&D type shit and tabletop shit. So I'd like to know some of the stuff you guys went through. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys.
That's it.
Gobble, gobble.
Peace tea is fucking delicious.